Welcome back to Teens of Knowledge. I'm your reporter for today, Eric Ellsworth, and I will be reporting on your sense of sight. Now, today I'm going to be covering three things: how our eyes work, how we perceive color, and how our eyesight allows us and affects our perception of our environment. Now, our eyes work by taking in light, transferring it into electrical signals, and then sending those signals to the brain to be processed and be turned into a usable image for us. Now, your brain does this so fast you don't even notice it, so that's not even important to mention. But if you didn't have two eyes, you would only see in two dimensions. That is because without two eyes, we would have no depth perception whatsoever. It's kind of cool when you think about it. It just shows how you take things for granted that you don't even know. Also, another thing about our eyes, they are incredibly awesome. They regulate how much light goes in our eyes, so our brain doesn't get confused automatically. Our pupils enlarge/shrink to prevent the amount of light from getting too big or too small. We see in low light with cones and rods. I'll get into that in a minute. And we just do this automatically without even trying. Now, that's just awesome. Now, cones and rods in our eyes allow us to see in low light and high light. Cones are more in the front of your eyes and allow us to see color and in highlight situations, while rods are more in your peripheral vision, but they are still a numerous number in the front of your eyes, and they allow us to see in low light and not in color so well. That's why when it's dark outside, you can't really see colors at all. It's kind of just grayish. But anyway, that's how our eyes work. Now, how do we perceive color? Objects don't technically have a color. The reason that they are colored is because they absorb all other light and just reflect the ones of the color it is. For example, that red bag that's just behind me, it is, what is the word I'm looking for? It only reflects the red light that is hitting it. All the other light is absorbed into it, so that's why we see it as red. It bounces off the object and into our eyes. Now, this is how we perceive pretty much everything, and color is how we pretty much determine everything in our lives. We developed color so we could determine the difference between very harmful things in our environment. If everything was gray, we'd have difficulty seeing predators. Many poisonous insects are brightly colored, and you can tell that they're poisonous from their bright colors. Like frogs in the Amazon are very, very brightly colored, and it basically says, "I am poisonous, do not eat me." Also, but colors also have an impact on our mood. We use our previous experiences and the colors that we see to impact our mood. For example, if you see a blue color and you're a big fan of the ocean, it will calm you down. But if you see something like red and you associate red with fire trucks and ambulances, it will probably get you wound up and probably freaked a little bit out. But images also have a very deep impact on our ability to be frightened, and you can manipulate the visual sense very easily. If you want an example, silent movies. The first silent movie was just of a train coming toward the camera and closer until the movie just ran out. People in the theater were freaked out because they didn't know what a movie was, and they thought a train was coming straight for them. It just shows how our eyes have a deep impact on our environment, how we see it, and how we're just doing as a person. Another cool fact about the eyes that I forgot to mention was that everything you see is upside down. In reality, our brain flips it around 180 degrees so we can see right side up.